Hi everyone, it's Leslie Fraser here from Positive Vibes. Is give you a little look round Positive Vibes HQ, and you may have noticed if you came on to the beginning there that I have round. There you go. So for those of you who don't know me, I'm a life coach, but I also do hypnotherapy and a thing called NLP as well. And a lot of the work that I do is in my log cabin, which is in the bottom of my garden. And thanks for the love hearts. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you around my log cabin. And this is where my clients come when they want to have a session with me. So I'll give you a wee pan round. These are my Buddhas. I have lots of Buddhas. Lots of hearts everywhere. Lots of owls as well, because my logo for my business is owls. And here's my treatment chair where my clients sit. And in the corner I have the most gorgeous and tiny little potbelly stove. And then there's lots and lots and lots of candles, and then my gorgeous Buddha picture. So thank you very much for those green hearts. I'm not sure who that is. I don't know if I've got notifications on here. If you're there, could you ask me a question just so that I can see that, because at the moment I'm not seeing any. Thank you. I'm not seeing any comments. Oh hi Laura, hello. I was actually about to Periscope when I saw yours, so I thought I'll just listen to you first about your iPhone and then you can come and listen to me. So welcome. This is my little log cabin. I have lots of motivational things round about, and here is the view out of my log cabin. There's my little house at the bottom, and here's my gorgeous garden. I can't take any credit for this garden. I bought this house a few years ago, and the old guy who lived here before had tended it dearly. I'm based in Dunfermline, Laura. So that wind turbine you can see is in the industrial estate, which is over the hill where FMC is, which is a big employer within Fife, which is where I come from. Oh, thank you. It's amazing. Oh, there's a wee moth. But I've got a wee issue with one of my trees, which has decided to come down in the wind yesterday, so I need to sort that. So that little path that people walk up is where people come to have a session with me. And then, no, we're not too far from Dundee at all. Windy Dundee this morning, I saw from your Periscope this morning. So this is where they come and they sit in here. And in the winter time, I have my potbelly stove on with the wood and the coal, and it's amazing, really amazing. And I had this created. This is the view my clients have when they come and sit in the seat. I'll just turn that round in a second. Hi Lynn, how are you doing? Yes, I am on the Content Marketing Academy Facebook group. I was introduced by Diane Brogan, so I didn't know too much about the group. So I'm slowly getting to understand what you guys are all about and the interaction that you have between yourselves. So I will be interacting more. I'm going to be more brave. So the session today that I put up was come and see Positive Vibes HQ, but also I wanted to do a little session about focus. Oh, cool. Yes, so I've interacted a few times and put some comments on, but not very much, so I'll do more of that. So today I wanted to, one of the first things that I speak to my clients about is focus. And it's funny because we have a thing in behavioural economics which is called confirmation bias. And confirmation bias is a natural, in fact it's been in our DNA for thousands and thousands of years. Monkeys actually still do it and we do it. And confirmation bias, what that actually means is that if we believe something to be true, we will find evidence to support our thoughts about that thing being true. So if you believe your work is rubbish, or if you believe that your husband's having an affair, or if you believe that the traffic's always busy, then your brain subconsciously will naturally look for evidence to support that thought. So whether that's a conscious or a subconscious thing that you're having. So generally what I'll do with my clients when they come is I'll find out where their focus actually is and what they believe to be true about the environment in which they live. Because perception is everything. And generally what I'll find with my clients is if I can ask them to tell me about their focus and tell me about their life and what they see every day and how things are maybe not working out the way they want them to, you can find out that they'll associate their drive to work with being like really busy and it's always busy and I'm always stuck in traffic. Well, you can be rest assured then that their brain will find the evidence to support the fact they feel that they're always stuck in traffic. I remember for 20 years I commuted over to Edinburgh. So for those of you who don't know where that is from here, from Fife, it's only 15 miles to my work. And some mornings it would take me an hour and a half. The traffic at times over the years has been particularly bad. There's a couple of things that you can do about that though. What do you think about you bring about? That's a brilliant saying, Laura. Thank you. Yes, definitely. So focus is the really, really important one for me, for the first thing that I establish with my clients. And it's my coaching practice is all based around an old Indian proverb, which talks about us being human and also the fact that we have 4 rooms. And the 4 rooms that we have are our mental room, emotional room, spiritual room, and physical room. And if we don't air those rooms every single day, then we can't really be a complete person. So generally what I do, depends on where the client is within their life. If I'm being really honest, most of the time I start off with the emotional part because that's when people come to me, they are quite emotional. But some people need to go a bit slower, and the focus in the mental room is the bit that's really important to me and to them. So when you gain more mental clarity and start to really look at the positives that you have in your life, because we've all got positives. I was listening to my friend Julie's post this morning. She was like having an attitude of gratitude, and I think that's really important. And quite a lot with my clients, I ask them to do a gratitude diary, and you can see them going, "Oh God!" But actually, I don't mean this rubbish affirmations that you maybe do at night. And I'm not belittling affirmations. I think they have a time and a place, but you have to actually believe in those particular affirmations. There was a client I had on. Well, thank you very much, Laura. Thank you, sweetheart. I had a client who was talking about, I've lost my track now, you gave me that nice comment. Yes, she was saying, oh, but I do all my gratitudes, and I'm like, right, tell me how you do them. And she's like, yeah, I just at night time go, yeah, thanks for living that. I'm like, whoa, wait a minute. Good, Laura, I'm glad to hear it. 2 women, way. I'm sure there's others of us out there as well. What she was doing was just doing this mantra that meant absolutely bugger all. And no, please comment. I have to get used to people commenting. I was a trainer for nearly 20 years, so I should be able to go with the flow. Yes, so she was saying, yes, I do my affirmations, but they really meant nothing. I know they're rubbish. Some of them are really just, they mean naff all, really. I mean, I absolutely adore Louise Hay and the stuff that she does, but some of the stuff that she gets you to do, I just think, oh my God, if you don't feel that at a real belief level, then actually it's just words and it doesn't hold any value. Words have emotional content, and if you're just saying words from here and they don't actually resonate with what you're feeling in your heart, then affirmations only work if you make your own, which means, yes, that's very true. Brilliant. I've done a lot of work with David Hamilton. Some of you may know David. David's actually my mentor. And he does a lot of belief work and creating your own affirmations about the value that you put on things. It's just so powerful. So having someone do a gratitude diary that really, really, really means something. And I have people who come after the first week and they've gone, right, okay, and everything's like, spoke to my mum, like every day spoke to my mum. But I'm like, or not spoke to my mum, but watched Big Brother. I'm like, right, okay. perhaps we should have explained a wee bit more about that in the first session. Yeah, you can maybe use that once, but really what we want to do is find out what those things that you forget or you don't see, the gesture of someone at the Tesco's that's held the door open for you or passed you that thing from a high shelf, or these small things that we completely miss in this huge turmoil of life that we have. It's just like we're so bloody busy all the time. And what I get my clients to do is just calm down, slow down, and really, really absorb every single day. I've got a client who's coming in to me on Friday, and last week we had an amazing session for an hour and a half last week, and she felt so much better when she was leaving. And I said, all your homework is for this week is to just be. I don't want you to do big jazz hands and go out and create this new life. I want you to see what it feels like to be in the flow of life, because life will actually take you in that direction anyway. And a lot of our time we're in this little boat in this flow of life, and we're paddling like Billy-O to get to the bloody end, and or to get to the other side, and the flow of life's actually taking you this direction. But you're hell for leather paddling in the other direction, going, no, 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 this is the way I want to go, this is the way I want to go. How do you know? Especially if your focus has been getting to the shore, and actually that life's taking you in a different direction. There's a reason for that. And that's where the spiritual room comes in of my coaching practice. It's how do you navigate yourself around your world? What is it that's spiritually lighting you up inside? What inspires you? What keeps you from grinning from ear to ear? Like when I was getting this log cabin built in the garden, it was like, oh God, I couldn't stop being excited. I was like a little lassie. If there's anything that you have in your life that makes you light up and get really excited like a child, that's your soul telling you that that's the good thing to do. But we suppress all that as we become adults. We don't allow ourselves to be that giddy and go, I had a girl come in here yesterday who's awesome, and I don't know if she's online. Yes, clients getting results, brilliant. A girl who came yesterday was coming to work on me, because I don't think that you can continue being a coach or a mentor for people unless you drive and push yourself forward constantly. And absolutely, I'm super giddy. I love that. Do you know what? It's allowing yourself to be that. When you become an adult, it's just like we suppress that. I always say to my clients, it's like we have all these balloons that you blow up for the beach, like beach balls, and they're full of air, and we hold them as adults underneath the water all the time. And what we do is we spend all our energy hiding all the stuff that's underneath, all our problems, all the issues that we have, all the real you, especially, is probably the biggest one. It's the biggest beach ball that's been held under the surface of the water. Do you know what? That's why you're so good at what you do then, Laura, is because people will be drawn to that light. If your giddy spills over, it's like learning to be okay being that light. In this world that suppresses those lights, there can't be any light without dark. And what I find is that because I'm so light sometimes, I can get really dark. And I'm going to put my hands up and go, yep, there's times when I feel pretty crap. But as a life coach, I know the strategies that I have to help me get out of that. And I also need the support network that I need round about me to make sure that I'm okay. I annoy some people, that's fine. Do you know what? That's pretty cool. You and I are so alike. Yeah, I remember being at my corporate job, Laura, and my boss once told me that I became far too humorous and like just too giddy, for want of a better description, when I was in senior management in a big financial services company, and he told me, we do have to meet sometime, he told me that that it became across as unprofessional, and that I should suppress that a wee bit, you know. And he was my boss for probably about 5 or 6 years, and I just now, at the time then, because I wasn't feeling 100% about myself, boring corporate. But I say that, but I think I have to be grateful for the platform that has given me to be able to be the woman who I am now. So although it was very painful, and especially towards the end, all the trappings that your corporate life comes from. I remember earning an enormous amount of money and having a Mercedes in the drive and 5 holidays abroad, and I thought I had it all. But you know what? I was the most bereft person inside. My soul was going, what's going on? So now I am the opposite of, I'm successful, but in so many different ways. I'm successful because I'm more me than I've ever been. And the girl who came to treat me yesterday was a girl who does dimensional Reiki, which takes your healing to a different level. Aye, totally moving past it, Laura. But taking all the skills and the leadership qualities that I got from that, and not being frightened to bring that masculine part with me. Although what I create now, help my clients create, is a spiritual feminine journey. Allowing themselves to be giddy whenever they want to be. Allowing the people who come to me are generally people who've forgotten what it feels like to be inspired. And they need to open up that part of themselves again, but in a really safe environment. So this first session that I'm doing here on Periscope and talking about focus, I know it's really sad, but I get excited though. I know they're sad, but I get excited because I know how wonderful it's going to be when they allow themselves to open up that part. I know I always know that I can help them. If they come to me, they've already made that decision that they want to change. So that's the easy bit. And I use my skills as a coach and a hypnotherapist, and so I use some NLP and stuff like that to break free from anything. I mean, I've had a client who was an alcoholic, and for a long time, like 30 odd years, probably more than that. And the first time, I have to tell you this, the first time she came to me, she actually fainted. Because she was just overwhelmed. But you know what? I'll give her a huge, massive high five for having the bravery to come here and to put her trust in me. But she just said that she just knew she had to come. So like many of my clients, when they come to me, they're ready. Aye, yes. Yes, some of them are. I would say 99.5% of my clients have been ready. And the 0.5 that haven't, we've had good sessions, but the change hasn't been as profound, because I can't make someone else change their mind. And in fact, that's what people think, that they think that coming to life coach is somebody who's going to change their mind for them. I think that's really something that we should dwell on for a wee while, because hypnotherapy and NLP can't change people's minds. And that's what frightens people. I've got a client just now who's scared for me to hypnotise her. And I have to build up trust and rapport with this lady to allow her to trust me enough to allow her just to close her eyes, so I can get the subconscious to really embed the decisions that she's actually already made at a conscious level. So it's taken a wee while. She's very analytical and very left brain orientated, but that's okay. I think it keeps you on your toes as a therapist and a coach is when you have clients who are finding it difficult to make that change, because you're there to nurture them and to guide them through that process, which is what I absolutely adore doing. So today they're meant to be about focus, and I would just say that for the next few days, if you just watch where your focus is, where are you looking, what are you paying attention to. If you think you're going to have a bad day, you will find evidence to support the fact that you're having a bad day. If you think you're going to have an awesome day, before I get up in the morning, I'm on this new 90-day the body coach thing, and every morning I get up and I do a high intensity training in my living room, and I have to choose my words wisely when I get up in the morning, because I am not an exercise person, but I am determined, and I have it on my vision board, that by the end of this year I'm going to be fitter than I've ever been in my life. And I'm 47 years old, and I've been through a hell of a lot, and I've had cancer twice, I've had major abdominal operations, and I've always used that as an excuse. And I don't want to do that anymore. The time's right for me to change. So I have to choose my words carefully and wisely in the morning, because when I've got to get those trainers on, and I know I'm going to be sweating buckets in my living room, but I set the intention that I'm going to do it. And I am going to be healthy and happy by the end of this year. I mean, I'm happy. I'm very, very happy. But the health is the bit that was... yes, I'm choosing my health. Do you know what it is, Laura? I'm grateful for my body for getting me this far. because it's been prodded and prodded so many times. I think if you poured water in me, I'd be like a colander. There'd be bits of water coming out all the different holes in my body. It's hilarious. But I have to be grateful for that, because I'm really, really healthy now. Like, I have no ailments. No, I don't need to take any medication. I'm cool. It's all perfectly fine. But show your body some love, definitely. And I wasn't doing that, if I'm being honest. And I think dealing with energy like I do in my role as a coach, and I am just found out that I'm a complete 100% empath. So in this role as a coach, and you're dealing intuitively with people, and if you're an empath, you kind of get dropped in their story. And that's why I've put on quite a lot of weight. And I was giving myself a hard time towards the end of last year about it, but not anymore. I am already saying to my body, do you know what, you deserve more. Although I do like crisps and a glass of wine. I've not had wine for 7 weeks, and that's a lot for me. I do like a wee Sauvignon Blanc. It is tough being an empath. It is very tough. And the girl who was here yesterday is helping me work through that. Avoid the news. I don't actually watch the news, to be honest with you, and I used to, and I don't. Absolutely don't follow the news. I don't read newspapers. Then comes up my news feed about cruelty. Right, let's get that organised then, Laura. We'll meet up. We could maybe do a joint Periscope, because I'm going to do a couple of joint ones with my clients, or previous clients who are on doing different businesses and sharing the love. I think Periscope's bloody marvellous. Oh, brilliant, Laura. I'll go to my parents, and my parents will go, did you see that in the news? And I'm like, don't watch the news. Yes, let's do that. I'm going to facilitate, listen to me with my work speak. I'm actually going to my daughter's school sports day. I'm going to show you the weather. Horrible. It's blowing a hoolie outside, as you can tell by the trees outside. I've got that friend request, Laura, so I'll accept that in a second when I've finished here. Do you not watch either, Lynn? Good for you. Come on, the girls. Come on, the girls who don't watch the news. So, and I'm going to go and put my, my fleece on and a woolly hat for the school sports day in the summer in Scotland. Can't wait. Better take some tissues for my nose because it's bound to run. Brilliant connecting with you, and the next one we'll probably do is going to be on forgiveness, because that's a massive, massive issue, and one that we need to address in lots of areas of our life. So it's been amazing connecting with you all today. I hope you've enjoyed that, and thank you very much for all my love hearts. If you want to see more, then keep following, and thanks, Laura. Let's all share the love and build each other up, because then we all do well out of that. So it's been great connecting with you. I'll see you all later, and have a good day. Bye.